This is your top 10 tips for your CBT. Hi, my name's Simon Hayes. I've been a motorcycle instructor since 1991, and over the years we've seen a lot of problems and a lot of people haven't turned up properly prepared, ready for their CBT.
Tip number 1, driving licence.
Remember your driving licence, because if you don't bring your driving licence, you won't be able to carry on with the course, you might lose your money, and you definitely won't be going on the road.
Tip number 2, eyesight.
If you wear glasses or contact lenses, make sure you take them with you so that you can read a number plate at 20 metres. If you can't read a number plate at the required distance, you won't carry on with your CBT and you'll waste your money, and then you'll be going home and then you'll have to go and visit an optician before you can carry on with your CBT.
Tip number 3, motorcycle clothing.
Get your own gear. Some motorcycle training companies actually lend you the motorcycle clothing, the helmet, the jacket and the gloves. However, if 1,000 people have worn that before you, then do you really want to be putting that on? Not very hygienic. So think about getting your own gear, gloves, helmet and jacket as a minimum.
Tip number 4, don't be late.
Turn up early. There's nothing worse than turning up late for your CBT. The instructor won't rewind and start again, so what will have to happen is you'll go home having lost your fee, and then you'll have to turn up on another day and pay again. So make sure you turn up early. If you need to do a recce first, then go and have a look where the training school is so that you can have a good idea of where you're going before the day.
Tip number 5, highway code.
If you haven't read the highway code for some time, or you've never read it, now's the time to start studying. If you don't understand what you need to do on the road, you can't learn to ride a bike and learn to use the road all at the same time. It's really, really hard for you as a learner to develop all these skills in the day. So give yourself a head start, read the highway code and understand what you need to do before you turn up for the CBT, especially the road ride.
Tip number 6, understand how to use the road.
Most learner riders don't know how to use the road. So if you've got a head start on understanding how to use junctions and roundabouts and know which lane to be in and know where the directions are to turn left or right at the roundabouts, also look at road markings and lane markings.
Tip number 7, stay hydrated.
People get tired, people get dehydrated and they start losing concentration. So remember your packed lunch. Really important to have your packed lunch with you. If you haven't got a packed lunch, then you could stop somewhere on the way back from the car park session and grab yourself something to eat and also get yourself something to drink. If you're not hydrated and you're not going to keep your concentration, then these kind of things will give you a little bit of a dip in the afternoon and you won't maintain that concentration that you need for the road ride towards the end of the day.
Tip number 8, ride a push bike.
If you can't ride a push bike, then cancel your CBT and then go and learn to ride a push bike. There's absolutely no way you can ride a motorcycle with 2 wheels if you can't ride a push bike. So my advice and the advice of all the instructors will be, learn to ride a push bike first, know how to do slow riding, know how to turn the steering and the handlebars, keep your head up to keep your balance, and once you can do that, then you should be okay to start your CBT.
Tip number 9, research.
Do some research. Really important that you do the research before you choose a training school. Don't just go online and choose the cheapest one or the closest one to you. If you want good, solid training, then find a good motorcycle training company that is going to deliver the training for you and your needs.
Tip number 10, home study.
Now, don't turn up on the day and expect the instructor just to do all the work and wave his magic wand. His name isn't Merlin the Magician. He's an instructor, and all he can do is give you the tools and the information that you need to learn how to ride a bike. So if you do the home study first, learn what the bike's all about, learn what the controls are and how they work, have a look at some videos and really start to learn and understand the basics of learning to ride first, and then you'll be in a much better position.
The CBT is not always a one-day course.
If you're trying to do the CBT course in a day, it's a tall order and it's a big ask. So the more input you put in to start with, the more chance you have of your success.